Welcome back to Bloom, Dr. Kathleen.
Hi there, Gail. How are you today?
I am fantastic. All right, we're going to get to the meditation device. We're going to geek out with technology today. We'll get to this in just a moment, but let's talk about how you track someone's brain and how that helps you as a doctor.
Yes, we have a special scan. It's called a neurocheck scan. What it does is that it actually measures your heart rate variance. That means the way your heart's beating, the sympathetic nervous system, and then the parasympathetic nervous system allows us to have a feedback of what's going on in your brain function, because your heart rate actually correlates to your brain function.
Yeah, the Bloom team took a little visit to your office to give it a try, and it's very easy to do. I mean, I thought I was going to have something placed on my head, but instead you just put 2 monitors on my wrist and a clamp on my finger, and that gave you a lot of information. So what can you gather from that?
What we do is that we measure the different parts of your brain activity, especially what we call the alpha waves, the beta waves, the delta, the gamma, and the delta waves, where it allows me to see how is your brain activity doing throughout the day. Remember that graph that we show you, 6 in the morning, that's when you're kind of like active, and then it starts to crash when you have to be on air.
Yeah, it's interesting because the timeline did show that after this show, because there's a lot that leads up to the show, and then we're in production for a couple hours, and it showed that my brain takes a deep dive right after that, because I'm just spent between all the adrenaline and all the meeting of a deadline and learning all the different guests. And I did find it to be fascinating at the exact time that the show ends is when my brain takes its break.
Yes, because you were on that sympathetic overload. That sympathetic overload is that fight or flight response. Adrenaline kicks in, cortisol's nice and high, and you power through all that, and then what happens? It starts to crash, and that's when that parasympathetic nervous system kicks in. But what we want to do when we talk about the Brain Tap headset is that the headset is these guided meditation, because it's so hard for somebody to actually sit back and able to shut their brain off. So these technology, the guided meditation, allow us to get into that REM sleep, allow us to calm our sympathetic nervous system down.
Okay, so now we have switched gears just a little bit on you from the actual device that measures your brain waves to now new technology that is out there that you can wear, and it's perfect for people like myself it's very difficult for me to get into a meditative state. I know we're supposed to do it. I try to do it, I try to relax, but it's as soon as I think I have my brain slowed down, it speeds back up again. So technology is doing the work for you. How?
Exactly. What it is that we have like an app that you're able to download, and then you're able to pick different type of guided meditation. It can be motivational things. It can be how to get into that deep, deep sleep, and you just turn it on and you click it with the Bluetooth, and these little lights, these lights in here actually helps us to stimulate acupuncture points, auriculotherapy in our ear, to actually activate different parts of the nervous system. And then these blinking lights and the headset helps to activate different hemispheres of your brain to connect the 2 hemispheres together.
That is so cool. So are you starting to see more and more technology like this? And in your profession, why is it important to have this information?
It's so important because we're always on that instant coffee, instant go, 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 and our sympathetic nervous system is on that hyperactive mode, and it's so hard for us to calm down. And I actually use this type of technology for our professional athletes. Professional athletes are loving it because they're able to visualize things, and it's so hard. It takes away 20 years of like trying to meditate, and this little device is able to get you there.
That is so cool. What happens to our bodies and our minds when we're on that overdrive mode that you describe?
Burnout. So many people from their work, from their personal relationship, or even young kids that are having like ADD issues where they can't calm their brain down. So what we do is that we're like, okay, let's get them onto this headset, so it's guided meditation for them, even if they're able to like sit still for like 10 minutes.
And will you reap rewards in how you sleep, how you feel? What happens next?
Oh my gosh, they're able to sleep, and we talk about how sleep is important for the body. So they're able to get that full sleep, and we actually rescan them and see the patterns and see the improvement, not only in their deep sleep, but in the different parts of the brain waves.
That is really cool. So technology is really coming to the forefront when it comes to our health and wellness.
Absolutely, and I think it's a wonderful technology that help us because our brain function is everything. We're able to replace the heart, the kidneys, all different organs, but we cannot replace our brain.
Dr. Cathleen, as always, what a pleasure it is to see you.